was a big win for us, and really good football game. Obviously very competitive, going to overtime, but it was really great for us to win, and to beat a really talented, very well coached football team in South Alabama. But obviously it's one of those games that could have went either way. But we're excited to win the game, and excited to move forward to Georgia State, and another really talented football team that's very well coached on both sides of the ball, and offensively, really good players, and I'm really been impressed with their receivers, and of course their tight end is really good in Rucker, and so that's going to present us a lot of problems. And defensively, they played really well, and especially when it comes to takeaways, interceptions, and they rank up there when everybody can really run on defense. So we're excited to win, but we understand the challenge. Certainly going to play Georgia State on the road this week.
And, Coach, we've had a number of coaches on the call throughout the weeks and even today talk about Georgia State's defense and how well they're playing. What really stands out to you when you watch them on film?
Well, I think the main thing is that they can really run, and they do a great job of rallying to the football. And, when you look at their guys, they obviously have a lot of really good players, but it's just, I watched, yesterday 5 or 6 games, and if you go back and just try to put your finger on one of them, it's hard to do. They play great team defense, and they all run to the football. And the other thing, too, that's jumped out to me is how well they tackle. And, that's a great combination when you can run like they can do. They have a really good scheme. They do multiple things, but when you can run and tackle like they do, that certainly is a great place to start on defense.
And, Coach, going back to this past Saturday's win against South Alabama, the Offensive Player of the Week this week is Caleb Evans, your quarterback, freshman quarterback, no less. What can you say about his performance on Saturday against South Alabama?
Well, he came in and really played well, and I think gave us some confidence, and I think getting off to a better start than what we certainly did the 2 previous weeks, I think helped too. But no doubt he came in and did some great things, and we played better around him. But I think the key for us has been this year, when we've played good and been competitive or won, we've gotten off to better starts than certainly what we did in the previous 2 weeks. And we'll have to do that again this week to have a chance.
Coach, this is your 3rd quarterback now going on the season, and all 3 of them have had the chance to throw for 2 or more touchdowns in a game this year. What's really been the key to executing your offense when you've been switching to a number of different quarterbacks based on, whether it be injuries or other decisions?
Well, I think all 3 kids obviously have a lot of talent, and they're talented young men, and I think all 3 of them got a lot of reps in August camp because, we're a new staff, and you go back to the spring, Will and Garrett both got a lot of snaps, and then Caleb coming in August camp, not necessarily being settled on a number 1 guy. We put them all in and gave them all opportunities at some time during August camp and then the August scrimmages to play with the first team, which I think you do, a lot of us do as when you're a new staff, trying to figure out all the players and the best combination and stuff. So, although Caleb's a true freshman, he did get a lot of reps in August camp and did get some reps with the ones as well as Will Collins and stuff. So I think that's helped them having to play.
Coach, there were a number of big plays in Saturday's game against South Alabama, but, one looking back was the blocked field goal at the end of regulation. What was really the key to that, and, can you be encouraged by that on special teams going forward? Absolutely.
We got a good push up front, and then Brian Williams came in, and we've worked it, and, only had one other opportunity really to do it, because it has to be a field goal of length like that one. But Brian is a receiver, actually played some quarterback last year, and is about 6'4", 6'5", and so it's a kind of deal that we work every week and get a couple reps at, and, it started with a pretty good push in the middle, and then he's the jumper. He comes up and he jumped and was able to get his hand on it. So, that was big for us, and it was great to, I think, for moving forward to do something that actually worked, if that makes sense.
That does. And, Coach, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it as always.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.